facility and think, should I collar and board this guy or should I not do it? And I guess the biggest argument is you certainly could argue not to do it for one reason, and that's because he was already up and walking around. And but my thought process was, okay, first I gotta follow my protocol.
Yeah.
Second, this gentleman does have neurological deficit, and third, I'm gonna be bumping down Highway 70 with this kid.
He also has one more.
First and
He has one more where he wouldn't fit the.
Yes.
No, he has one more thing that you could not. You'd have to collar and board him, and what is that? Alcohol.
Right.
That you wouldn't be able to do a. You can't do a spinal clearing on anybody that would have some kind of deficit where they wouldn't be able to make a proper judgment.
I would have figured he'd been sober by that time.
I would have figured, but his lab, they didn't do any labs on the kids, so.
Yeah. And you don't know then, so.
So,
But he
Hannah,
was-
did you bring a spinal clearing protocol with you, or do you have one?
I know, I can read off Sawyer counties and I can read off North that I have on my telephono here. Sawyer County is really good. It follows the Nexus study, which I have that in just a second, and then North.
So let's apply your patient to that protocol and see what he fits it. He flunks on multiple points there, but that's the important. I think that's the important thing to know about when you're going to do spinal clearing is you really do have to follow them carefully, because if the patient doesn't meet the criteria whatsoever, then they still get fully immobilized.
Okay, so this is North, standing orders for all traumatic injuries, spinal immobilization / precautions. So the patient assessment tool in Part B must be utilized on all patients having a mechanism of injury with potential of causing spinal injury, and I'll just read. Mechanism of injuries include any injury to the head, neck, torso, pelvis, any incident with sudden acceleration, deceleration, or lateral movement, any fall, especially in the elderly, or diving incident, there we go, and any ejection from a motorized or human-powered machine. And then patient assessment tool. If there are any single indicator present or you are unable to assess an indicator, go to Part C. This is 1, altered LFC, evidence of intoxication or drug use, neurological deficit, suspected extremity fracture, cervical or neck pain, tenderness, thoracic lumbar pain or tenderness. So if anything positive or you're unable to assess in that list, it says that full immobilization should be applied. Or it says patients who are currently or have been ambulatory, you can apply spinal precautions including C-collar and secure to stretcher, or just secure to stretcher.